Hello, everyone. I'm Chestic44, I'll send in his fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we went and slew the dragon that was causing all these problems. And the storyteller is here, of all things. Let's see if he can tell us why. Please, search the bookshelves. Bring me anything written in ancient elven runes. I need them. Alright. Elven notes. That must be it. Alright, we'll loot the rest of the place first, and then we'll speak with the storyteller. Bunch of scrolls. What do we got here? We got more scrolls. Scrolls and items. More scrolls. Ooh, stairs going down. Demon blood, useful. And more scrolls. Alright, let's take a look what's in the ruins. I think I remember it being very dangerous down here. In fact, I think I need to cast... Okay, which of you has it?
What's on your mind?
You have it. True seeing. Enraged mandragoras.
Did you see that?
Touch is low.
Victory is worth the pain.
I still got it.
Please take them down.
You should have run.
Darren, toss out a healing on us, please.
Come here, flesh wound.
Performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Okay, you can do this again.
I still got it. This happened.
Come on, get some heals out on us. Okay, got those things. There might be another one in here, I do not know.
Rules are made to be broken.
There's something here.
That's some loot. That one is already dead, interestingly. Okay, it is just the two mandragoras. I thought there were more. And there was a failed perception check. Alright. Well, that's all there is down here, I guess. Oh, no, wait. There's some loot here I missed. Alright, now we can go speak with the, what's his name? The storyteller.
We do it my way.
Alright, storyteller, I've found your notes. Have you found what I asked for? Splendid! Let's get out of this place as soon as possible. All this smoke makes it difficult to breathe. We'll meet in Dresden. Alright then.
Follow if you dare.
I thought we'd have a conversation with him. Clearly I was wrong. Back to Dresden then. Fortunately, we can get back there fairly quickly with a party teleportation. Boom! Now, back to, not the Citadel, let's head to the streets. I have a better idea. let's go talk with our new companion. So, well, we do also have some loot things to deal with. Whole bunch of elven notes. What is this? Braces of Abrupt Onslaught. +5 competence to trickery skill checks, and whenever the wearer makes a sneak attack, it deals additional damage. That will go right to you. Or it would, except that's your only source of armor at the moment. Well, I can give it to you. Alright, so I do need to give you some kind of better armor somehow. Incredible dexterity +4. Lan, you have physical form. I'll give you this. It would be better, I think. More damage. You can take physical form. Yeah, that'll work out. Kineticist Rod is not useful at all. Half of the pair is only used with 2 people who are within 10 feet of each other. It's not going to be useful, I don't think. Alright. You have some spells to learn. Learn that, and learn Fear. And you can also learn Bone Shaker and also learn Stone Fist. And the rest of this, we're pretty much going to sell. Alright, so Graybor. Ready to talk? Can I help you, Commander? I want to know more about you. I know what you're asking. How did someone like me end up in these lands? A warrior without kith or kin, or godly blessing, or crusader's mantle? Many have asked the same thing. Tell me about your past. I was born in Daggermark, the city of thieves, murderers, and poisoners. I soldiered for a while, served in the infantry under jailer Clovesh. Didn't take long to realize there's 2 types of Daggermark soldiers. There's the dumb thugs who need to be bossed around, and then there's the venturous lads who use the title to do murder and extortion for hire. You can guess which ones I fell in with. I knew the rules of the game, and the wealthy often called on me to solve their problems or get a leg up on their competition. Then I got into a quarrel with an officer, and I left the service and became an independent contractor. It turns out, outside Daggermark, there's a lot fewer specialists who fit my profile. A proper assassin can get paid pretty well. The job took me all over Avestan before I came here. Good for you for leaving the army. Soldiers are the same as assassins, only they work for the politicians and they don't get paid. Very true. And in Daggermark, they don't make much effort to hide it. Do you have a family? My people don't brook trade with assassins. The family I'm from are honest merchants and loyal worshippers of Torag. By now, they must think I'm dead. They'd be appalled if they found out how things really stood. The dwarf grows grim and his strong teeth clench his pipe until it cracks. As for my other family, I got one of those too. On my travels, I met a woman, fair and kind. For her, I laid down my weapon, got a house, became a simple city dweller. We had a daughter. We lived like that for 1.5 years before the road called me back. I loved her, but that life, it was like I was being buried alive. I was ready to kill myself just to end the torturous meaninglessness. Only the road could cure me of those thoughts, but for some reason I kept going back to that house I once lived in, to the woman I once loved, to the daughter I don't even really know and who doesn't know me. I watch from afar. I don't have the right to return to their lives. Mora, my daughter, I don't know what she is to me. The biggest mistake of my life or the greatest mark I'll leave on the world. But she could have gone traveling with you, couldn't she? Graymor frowns and nods to you. Yes, but I'm not made for family life, nor she for life on the road. Does that mean I'm the villain? What brought you to the World Wound? There's a lot of good jobs here, and not many competitors. A lot of dangerous demons, and every one of them has gobbled up someone's son, wife, or best friend. And who do they come to for vengeance? For the Crusaders, they're bound by their orders and they lack the necessary skills. The people who hire me don't want to wait until the crusade ends, if it ever will. That's where I come in, ready to deliver targeted vengeance today for a generous fee. What's your opinion on the crusade? I'd lie if I said I see much difference between me and the Crusaders. Times now aren't like they were during the First Crusade. Nowadays, the ranks of the Crusaders are filled with fugitives, opportunists, exiled nobles, fortune hunters, and lads who just plain love carnage. And all of them should thank the gods that the world wound is still open, otherwise they'd be busy with robbery and murder. When they met me in the street, they'd not be wearing noble scowls, but taking off their hats and addressing me as Sir. Sounds logical, although not many Crusaders would agree with you. They have the right to their opinion, just as I do. You're satisfied by curiosity. You know, you're the first among my clients to ask such questions. Tell me about your craft. Like any master of his craft, I can talk for hours about the subtleties of my trade and my finest works. Or would you prefer to test me yourself? What's the most important thing in an assassin's work? The first rule of an assassin, bring the head back with you. Seriously though, tactics and equipment are what matters. The winner isn't the strongest, but the one who strikes first, so long as that's also last. When I get a job, I don't rush into things. Let the victim know they're being hunted. Let them reinforce their guards, trust no one, and fall into paranoia. And only when the victim is exhausted, at the end of their tether, do I come in to wish them sweet dreams. It might sound funny, but believe me, no one's laughing in that room. Are you haunted by remorse? Not at all. I've met a lot of good people, but many of them had a generous price on their heads. Everyone is a thorn in someone else's side. For some reason, folks imagine the good lads have fair right to ruin the lives of the bad ones and not the other way around. But it's only the morals of the majority that determines who's good and who's a villain. And those morals shift every day. I've been to many different places, talked to many different people, and the morals were different everywhere. Some people just have to die, and the sooner the better. I'm sure you've killed a lot more scumbags than good people. Killing good people doesn't tend to pay very well. It's the dangerous, twisted, bloody sons of bitches who fetch the highest bounty. That's why they're my specialty. That does kind of make sense. I mean, the assholes who want to kill good people are also the assholes who are going to want to screw you over more often or pay you less. The good ones, they're the ones willing to shell out to get rid of the worst of the worst. With some exceptions in the political sphere. You must value your reputation a great deal. Graybor nods with dignity. Of course. In my line of work, reputation is everything. It keeps away the random fools who are looking for a fight. The right people know I can be trusted. Anyone who has no care for their reputation is no better than a frog-eating kobold. There's no doing business with those hacks. The best you can do is use them for a job and then kill them afterwards. Whereas I, a professional with a name, demand respect from the client. Tell me about your best murder. The most difficult one was a professor at the Clockwork Cathedral in Absalom. The very existence of this wizard mechanic was a secret, and almost nobody knew his face or his name. Hunting him down was a symphony of violence and hard tactics. I had to sneak through his secret underground palace that looked like a wind-up dollhouse put together by a psychopath. No rational mind could have invented such intricate traps. And there were mechanical cutlass spiders everywhere. They nearly took 2 fingers and an ear. The professor was a dangerous bloke. Day and night he wore a deadly mechanism as a sort of armor, which made him look like an 8-legged steam-spewing winged monster. But I came prepared. A tomb raider from Assyrian had taught me how to avoid the traps. And I opened up his armored suit with a lick-toed goblin sword. It's not even a sword, more like a giant can opener. They use them to pull fallen knights from their armor to devour later. But I digress. I tore open his armor and saw his true form. Don't ask me what it was. I'll just say it was very unexpected. The mechanic went berserk and attacked me with incredible force. He was too much for me and I had to flee. The fool thought he'd won until he realized I'd reassembled all his traps into a giant death machine. 2 minutes after I escaped, his palace turned into a cloud of dust. Without his immaculate armor, my mark was sent on his merry way to... well, I suppose he's on a plane for broken golems and music boxes. Do you worship any of the gods? It's my family's way to worship Torag, but he's not my god. Many craftsmen venerate Torag, and I consider my work a craft. But Torag's priests also say that he abhors murder. Either way, I name another god as my patron. Norgabur, the god of dark and unlawful actions. He and I, we have an understanding. Norgabur Blackfingers is my patron. Unlike many of the other gods, he himself was once mortal, which makes him honest. His teachings are built upon the grim truths of the streets that raised me. Norgabur will not try to fool you. He will never demand that you achieve perfection. After all, everyone knows that he is not perfect himself. Countless psychopaths and other scum worship him too. Butchers who've conducted mass murders call him Father Skinsaw. Bone-headed street vermin thank the Grey Master for a bunch of coins they've managed to wrest away from a passerby. And, of course, the most despicable of them all, those who praise Norgabur as the Reaper of Reputation. Those disgusting, rotten rats. Politicians. Hey, I imagine several politicians are probably your greatest clients. If you have any more questions, come to me. I have some experience, and I'm willing to share. What do you think of your new powers? The dwarf glances at his hands. They're strong and firm and abnormally lean for his race. A nice bonus. My career is in for an upturn. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job. A deity or a demon lord. Or something like that. Do you like working for me? After some thought, the dwarf offers you a slight smile. Yes. I like you, Commander. You don't keep me from doing what I do. You don't try to preach at me, and you act with precision and competence. I respect that. I want to know more about your last client. He decided to remain anonymous, but I suspect his name is Willidus. I'd already struck off a few lesser demons for him, and later in Canabras a stronger one. In the battle for Dresden, the client insisted I kill the demon with a dagger he gave me and tell the wretch that Willidus said hello. According to my client, one stab would be enough. But it turned out differently. The demon survived, a stain on my reputation. I don't know why he got it wrong. Simple incompetence, or did he set me up to fail? Either way, I'd love to have another chat with this Willidus. We can stop there. Graybor nods silently and focuses on lighting up a freshly packed pipe.
I'm off.
Okay. That was a nice little conversation with him. Let's head on out. And now we can go and sell this loot that we happen to have over to Wilsir Garms. I know there are plenty of merchants all over the place and we can sell this stuff to anyone, but I mean, why not? Seems fine to me. One person we can sell everything to. Show me what you got. Bulk selling. Can sell that. That. I guess that'll go into storage. Can sell that. Sell the braces of armor. Unavoidable drill. Half of the pair. Masterwork heavy crossbow. Lesser kineticist rod. That is an ingredient. The rest of these we'll put into the location. And we're getting a good 30 grand. I didn't realize how low we were on money. We're not going to be buying anything for a while, I think. All this because I accidentally spent too much money on the crusade. Oops. I got a bot I need to get rid of. Okay. You two go up here. There, and there. I've got all of these spells. I've used all these scrolls to... Oh, hold on. That was one I didn't realize we hadn't taught Nenio. Flare Burst. Okay. But I think that's all we have there. No one else can learn any spells. Alright. The thing is... It's kind of an awkward moment where we only have 10 minutes, but we need to learn things and speak with people. I guess this episode's gonna go long. Let's talk to the storyteller. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns to you slowly.
Greetings, Phalai. Have you brought me a new story?
I want to discuss your encounter in the dragon's lair.
I'm sure you do. You're wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed, am I right?
Why did you go to the tower?
I've been looking for a certain tower for several years now, and in that place I had a strange feeling of recognition. It seems that tower once belonged to me a long time ago. Knowing my habits, I assumed that some records or other items that could answer the questions about my past may have remained in my home. Unfortunately, I realized too late that the tower was now the lair of a monster.
How come the dragon didn't eat you?
Despite their beastly tempers, dragons are clever creatures, but their way of life does not lend itself to civilized conversation, which is why they do sometimes enjoy a good chat, and even more, a good story. That was what saved me. I had to share a few of my stories with the dragon, hoping to win her over, or at least distract her.
Did you find anything of value in the tower?
Yes, thanks to you, the dragon didn't have time to burn everything. I found the memories of my previous life, which I had forgotten long ago. Once again, please examine my gratitude for the miraculous rescue. I hope I never again have to have cause to meet a creature as voracious as that dragon.
Well, we have the items.
Now it is just a shard of the past, but I feel its power.
The elf carefully strokes Terendilif's claw.
Only a great power can resist the most terrifying of enemies, oneself. Please, allow me to immerse myself in this memory and learn the story of the spiritual resurrection of the greatest of silver dragons.
A fragment of a ring appears in the old man's hand.
What a powerful item. This ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era, or meet tragic ends. What was the fate of the creator of this object? We can find out together. Give me 4 vials of magic essence and 2 bars of cold iron, and I will reforge this ring.
The old elf gently touches the crumpled metal of the gauntlets.
I sense the souls of the 2 who were bound to this relic. One was an animal, the other a man, but neither was the master of the other. They were brothers, a most intriguing tale. Do you want to hear it? If you bring me 1 vial of magic essence, 4 bars of cold iron, and 2 vials of demon blood, I can revive this relic and see into its past.
Tell me Terendilif's story to the end. The storyteller hangs his head, looking sickly and tired.
How many times has the moon died and been reborn since I've been here? I have lost count. My friends brought me here. They said goodbye to me like always, but they looked at me like it was the last time they'd see me. Cowards, insidious spawn. They were glad I was going to die. But I'll show them. Terendilif will live. A new Terendilif whose eyes are finally open. I hear the rustling of wings and I emerge from the cave where I imprisoned myself. Who is it? A friend? An enemy? Sunbeams refract off his scales as he hovers before me, surrounded by a glowing halo. The gold dragon Halaseliax. A part of me wants to fly to him and make a circle of honor around him, as any good student should. But the part of me that turned my scales black is ready to seize his gleaming throat. How dare he fly here, flaunting his purity and innocence. He wants to humiliate me, drag me through the mud. But I will show him. No, what am I thinking? My mentor has come all this way to save me, I know. He would never abandon me. Someone called him to my aid. Moving heavily, I take flight to greet him, but my body, controlled by the foulness, straightens like an arrow. His vulnerable throat is so close. 1 strike and I will destroy you, Halaseliax!
What happened next? Did he survive?
I don't know, but I know the place where Terendelev was believed to have sought refuge for her tarnished soul. I saw Sarkorian ruins, a wide branching tree next to them. Perhaps there will be something there that will shed some light on the fate of mentor and student. Something that can tell us how Terendelev's strength of spirit helped her to ultimately overcome the foulness within her.
Can you say something about her future?
It's so strange that you should ask. We all know what happened to Terendelev, but sometimes it seems I hear her voice in the visions. Her voice, full of pain and despair, as if she is in darkness which she cannot escape. I cannot solve the mystery of this vision, but it worries me.
Alright. So, we can do the broken buckle. Why not? Let's see what it does. The elf cautiously uncorks the vials and begins to work his enchantments. The essence evaporates, turning into light that streams onto the buckle. The light thickens, becoming gold.
The Covenant of the Inheritor. That is the name of this relic. This buckle once adorned the belt of a glorious knight from Mendev. It is the embodiment of a promise made to a young girl by a powerful deity. A great promise that has changed much in the world.
When you touch the restored relic, a strange vision comes to you. It's as if you can see the events that happened to it in the past. A burning sensation spreads across your chest from the very spot where your mysterious wound sometimes opens. What is this? The influence of the storyteller's spells? Or is it something else? I had a vision.
How strange. You are a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my visions before.
What do you think caused it?
Perhaps these things have something to do with your destiny, or the fate of someone related to you. I do not have an answer, only advice. Seek out such relics. Look for what links them all, and you will know the truth.
Well, we can do the ring as well. The storyteller sets the ring fragment and the bars of metal on his open palm. He clenches his fist, crumpling the metal like paper, and pours essence from the vials over it. You feel terrible heat rising from the elf's hands, and when he opens his fingers, you see a beautiful ring.
A remarkable object, this. It was created by a talented spellcaster and is able to summon beings from other planes, as if the boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist for it. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That is probably why it was not used at the crucial hour.
Alright. I will give the pages to him shortly. First, we have the Covenant of the Inheritor. This symbol of Iomedae, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members in a 30-foot area get a +2 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance, and their weapons become good aligned and count as if they were made of cold iron. Okay. That's very good. This ring grants the wearer the ability to summon either Axiomites or Soul Eaters randomly selected once per day as if they were summoned by a Summon Monster 8 spell. All allies, including the wearer, within 30 feet gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and a +2 bonus on saving throws against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. That's very good. You know what? I'm going to use that for the damage rolls and saving throws for chaotic creatures instead of that ring. This, since it's spell resistance, you would be a good option. Since bonus to overcome spell resistance, yeah, instead of the wand of fireball. And flow of water, is there anyone? You need a different ring. You can have this one. And I'll give you the wand of fireball. And I do need to move a few of these things back. I don't think the crypt key is going to be particularly important. That can go back there. We'll organize those things after. And I'm actually going to end this episode right here. Next episode, we'll speak to the storyteller, give him all the elven notes, and then go into deal with stuff going on in our in the council chambers. Till then, I am Chestic44, also known as Fly. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all
next time.